Month 19. Your TV's backlight starts dimming on one side. You bought it 19 months ago for $449 at Best Buy. The 1-year warranty expired 6 months back. You tell yourself it's not that bad. You can still watch. Month 20, the dark patch spreads. Month 21, half the screen is unwatchable. By month 22, you're shopping for a new TV and swearing you'll never buy that brand again. Except here's what you don't realize, switching brands won't save you. Because that 18 to 24 month failure window isn't a coincidence. It's not bad luck. It's not even really about the brand. It's about how modern TVs are engineered, what manufacturers know about failure rates that you don't, and why your warranty ends exactly when it does. Tens of thousands of people are experiencing the exact same timeline with their TVs right now, and the industry is counting on you not connecting the dots. The failure timeline nobody talks about. Let's start with the data because this pattern is too consistent to ignore. Artings ran a 3-year longevity test on 100 TVs, 18,000 hours of maximum brightness HDR content for each one. That simulates about 10 years of typical household viewing, but compressed into 3 years of continuous torture. They weren't trying to baby these TVs, they were trying to break them, and break they did. But here's the pattern that emerged. The failures clustered. They weren't evenly distributed across the timeline. They spiked in specific windows. For edge-lit LCD TVs, 3 out of 7 that developed uniformity issues showed signs of deterioration at 2,200 hours of testing or sooner. That's roughly 1 year of typical US household use. But most households don't notice problems at the 12-month mark because the degradation is subtle at first. A slightly dimmer corner, a tiny bright spot that only shows up during dark scenes. You don't think much of it. The warranty is still active, but you convince yourself it's not worth the hassle of a service call. By month 15, the problem's more obvious. By month 18, it's annoying. By month 20, you're actively shopping for a replacement. And by then, the warranty expired 6 to 8 months ago. You're on your own. One Walmart shopper described buying a 50-inch Hisense for around $300. 8 months in, the TV completely shut off while she was watching. When she tried turning it back on, it cut right back off. She called customer service multiple times. They weren't trying to rectify the issue. And she wrote, "Their customer service is just as poor as their TVs. Please stay far away from this company and their defective products." Another customer bought a 75-inch Hisense in January 2021. It was manufactured in November 2020. Let's do that math. The TV sat in storage for about 8 months over 2 years. When it finally died, Hisense made them jump through hoops for 2 months. 18 phone calls, multiple technician no-shows, escalations that went nowhere. 2 months without a TV calling every other day before Hisense finally sent a replacement. But here's the kicker. This person gave Hisense 2 stars, because at least finally they sent me one. And also I've heard that most other TV companies are like this. Most other TV companies are like this, because they're all playing the same game. She entered the engineering behind the timeline. So why 18 months? Why not 12? Why not 36? It comes down to 3 factors: component lifespan, warranty coverage, and consumer behavior. First, component lifespan. Modern budget TVs use edge-lit LED backlighting to keep costs down and profiles thin. Those LEDs sit along the bottom or sides of the panel, typically in series. When manufacturers test these components, they know exactly how long they'll last under normal operating conditions. The LEDs themselves, they can theoretically run for 30,000 to 50,000 hours, but they're not running in ideal laboratory conditions. They're running at temperatures that can hit 123 degrees Celsius at full brightness. They're subjected to thermal cycling every time you turn the TV on and off, and they're stressed by power fluctuations, dust buildup reducing airflow, and the gradual breakdown of the light guide materials around them. One repair technician on the Bad Caps forum explained the Christmas light problem. "I have found no matter what type of repair you do, to replace one LED in a chain, you will be back again to replace the rest one by one. As if one is short or open, it will leave the rest weak." So manufacturers know that these edge-lit systems will start showing problems somewhere between 8,000 and 15,000 hours of use. For a household watching 4 to 5 hours a day, that's 18 months to 30 months, right in that post-warranty window. Second factor, warranty coverage. Most TVs come with a 1-year manufacturer warranty. Some retailers offer automatic extensions. Costco gives you 2 years automatically. But the sweet spot for manufacturers is designing components that'll last 12 to 18 months on average, with the distribution curve spreading failures mostly into months 15 through 30. Why? Because at month 12, people still expect the warranty to cover problem. At month 24, enough time has passed that consumers accept it as normal wear. But that 15 to 20 month window, that's where manufacturers save the most money. The warranty has expired, so they're not paying for repairs. But it's recent enough that some customers will still try to get warranty service, only to be told they're out of luck. Third factor, consumer behavior. Most people won't fight a warranty claim on a $400 TV. The hassle isn't worth it. They'll complain to friends, maybe leave a bad review, then buy another TV and hope this one lasts longer. And here's what the industry knows. You probably won't buy a different brand. You'll buy another budget TV in the same price range, maybe from a different manufacturer, but using the same edge-lit technology and the same thin margin component source. The failure timeline starts over, and 2 years later, you're replacing that one too. The warranty timing isn't accidental. Let me be clear about something. I'm not saying manufacturers sit in boardrooms cackling about planned obsolescence. What I am saying is that they have decades of failure rate data. They know exactly how long their components will last, and they set warranty periods accordingly. France actually criminalized planned obsolescence in 2015. Penalties up to 2 years in prison and 300,000 euros in fines. Italy fined Apple 10 million euros and Samsung 5 million euros in 2018 for software updates that deliberately slowed older devices. The EU's Eco-Design for Sustainable Products regulation now mandates durability requirements and repairability standards. But in the United States, we don't have those protections. Manufacturers can design a product to last 15 months and offer a 12-month warranty, and there's nothing illegal about it. As long as they're not actively sabotaging products or lying about specifications, they're in the clear. And manufacturers are very, very good at hitting that target. They have data on every component. They know which power supplies fail at 10,000 hours and which last 40,000. They know which LED strips run too hot and which don't. They make calculated decisions about which components to use based on cost, failure rates, and warranty exposure. A user on the AnandTech forums put it bluntly: companies are actually very good at designing products that fail just out of warranty or making the claims process littered with evidentiary stumbling blocks. The circuitry might have a failure point that just ends the product's life. Whether it's a capacitor that degrades at a predictable rate, an LED power supply that can't handle sustained high brightness, or a panel adhesive that breaks down from heat cycles, manufacturers know what's going to fail and when. The cost of cheap components. Here's where it gets really interesting. The difference in cost between a component that lasts 15 months and one that lasts 60 months might be $3 to $8 per TV. Multiply that across 1 million units, and you're looking at $3 million to $8 million in additional manufacturing costs. But if that cheaper component saves you from warranty claims and keeps consumers on a replacement cycle, you're not just saving manufacturing costs, you're creating repeat customers. Let's do the math from a manufacturer's perspective. You make a 55-inch TV that retails for $449. Your manufacturing cost is probably around $280. You offer a 1-year warranty. If 5% of TVs fail in that first year, you're eating warranty replacement costs on 50,000 units at $280 each. That's $14 million in warranty exposure per million TVs sold. Now, what if you could reduce that first-year failure rate to 2% by using slightly better components that cost $5 more per unit? Your manufacturing cost goes up to $285 per TV, adding $5 million to your total cost. But your warranty exposure drops to $5.7 million. Saving you $8.3 million. Yeah, except here's the thing. If those better components also make the TV last 5 years instead of 2, you've just cut your replacement cycle in half. That customer who would have bought 3 TVs over 6 years, now they're only buying 2. You've lost a sale. So the optimal strategy from a profit standpoint is this: use components good enough to survive the warranty period with low failure rates, but not so good that they eliminate the replacement cycle. Hit that 18 to 30 month failure window, and you maximize profit while minimizing warranty costs. One Quora user asked if TV manufacturers purposely create TVs that are designed to last only a specific amount of time. Another responded, if you manufactured any item and you knew you needed to warranty that item, or no one would buy it, why would you warranty it for a longer period of time than would be profitable? You would go bankrupt if you did that. That's the logic. It's not evil, it's economics. Why extended warranties exist. This is where extended warranties come in, and why retailers push them so hard. The retailer knows the manufacturer's failure curve. They know most TVs that are going to fail early will fail in the first 12 months, covered by the manufacturer. They know failures spike in months 13 through 24. And they know that if they sell you a 3-year extended warranty for $80, they're betting you won't actually need it. Because here's the secret about extended warranty. The payout rates are low. Most extended warranty plans pay out on less than 15% of policies sold. That means for every $100 in extended warranty revenue, retailers are paying out less than $15 in claims. The rest is pure profit. And if your TV does fail during the extended warranty period, you're in for a journey. One customer bought an Element TV from Walmart with an extended warranty. When it failed, Walmart told her to contact Element because it was still under manufacturer warranty. She did. Element asked for proof of purchase. She sent it, got a case number, shipped the TV at her own expense, then spent the next 6 weeks calling 20 times, getting the same runaround, before finally receiving a replacement. 6 weeks, 20 phone calls, for a TV she paid for a warranty on. The extended warranty isn't insurance, it's a bet. You're betting your TV will fail. The retailer's betting it won't fail within the coverage window, or that you'll give up before they have to pay out. The brands that break the pattern. Now, not every brand follows this pattern. Some manufacturers actually over-engineer their products relative to the price point. Sony, for instance, has a reputation for using larger heat sinks, chunkier power supplies, and offering 2-year warranties on flagship OLEDs. Their 2015 XBR models are still running in 2026, while budget brands from that era are long gone. But Sony's 55-inch TVs also cost $749 to $1,200, not $449. LG and Samsung's premium lines also tend to last longer. Their OLED and high-end QLED models use better components, better thermal management, and have lower failure rates, but again, you're paying for it. Among budget brands, TCL and Hisense have better track records than no-name brands or house brands like Insignia and On. But even TCL and Hisense use edge-lit technology in their budget lines, and those models show the same failure patterns as everyone else. The difference is in how they handle warranty claims. Some manufacturers make it easy, others make it a nightmare designed to get you to give up. One consumer affairs reviewer said they purchased a Hisense TV that died after 6 months, called customer service. Hisense made them jump through hoops for 2 months before sending a replacement. 18 calls, escalations that went nowhere, technicians that never showed. 2 months without a TV, but they noted, "I gave them 2 stars because at least finally they sent me one, and also I've heard that most other TV companies are like this." That's the state of the industry. And getting a warranty honored is so difficult that consumers are grateful when companies eventually follow through. How to break the cycle. If you want a TV that'll last longer than 18 months, here's what you need to do. First, avoid edge-lit technology entirely. If the manufacturer doesn't specify backlight type in the specs, assume it's edge-lit. They'd advertise full array or direct lit if they had it. Edge-lit is the cost-cutting measure that leads to early failures. Buy a TV with full array local dimming or direct lit backlighting, even if it means sizing down. A 65-inch direct lit TV will outlast a 75-inch edge-lit TV every single time. Second, buy from retailers with strong warranty policies. Costco automatically gives you 2 years and has a 90-day no questions asked return policy. Best Buy's decent if you buy their Geek Squad protection. Walmart and Amazon? You're on your own after the return window. Third, look at last year's premium models instead of this year's budget model. A 2025 Sony or LG on clearance will destroy a 2026 budget brand at the same price. You're getting better components, better build quality, and better long-term reliability. Fourth, don't max out your screen size at your budget. If you can afford a 75-inch budget TV or a 65-inch mid-tier TV, take the 65-inch mid-tier. You're paying for components that won't fail in 18 months. And fifth, treat your TV right. Don't run it at max brightness 24/7. Use cinema mode instead of vivid mode. It drops brightness by 40%, which means lower panel temperatures and longer LED life. Give it proper ventilation. Don't cram it into an entertainment center with no airflow. Heat kills electronics. The bottom line. So why do so many TVs start having problems after 18 months? Because that's when they're designed to start having problems. Not through sabotage, not through malice, through calculated component selection, thermal management compromises, and warranty timing that maximizes manufacturer profit while minimizing exposure. The manufacturers have the data. They know the failure curves. They know which components will last 15 months and which will last 60. And they make decisions accordingly. The 18-month failure window isn't a mystery. It's a business model. Your move is to stop playing their game. Buy better components. Buy smaller screens with better technology. Buy from retailers who'll actually back their products. And stop expecting a $399 TV to last as long as a $1,200 TV. Because the price difference isn't just screen size and features, it's longevity. And manufacturers are counting on you not figuring that out until month 19. Have you had a TV fail right after the warranty expired? Drop the brand, model, and timeline in the comment. Let's build a database of failure patterns so people can see which brands and models to avoid, because manufacturers aren't going to volunteer that information. And if you want honest breakdowns of which TVs are built to last and which ones are engineered to fail on schedule, subscribe. We're done letting the industry hide the truth behind spec sheets and marketing promises. Time to show people what they're really buying.